Hello and welcome to Dream Team Coach TV, brought to you by Betway. I'm Sean Burke. Joining me is Jack Townsend, Andy Taylor and Nick Elliott. Coming up on this week's show.
Well, first of all, there's no such thing as joint top.
Well, can I go on to losers first? I feel much more passionately about my...
Not like you. Goals 5.
Who's let one off?
Right, let's have a look.
I don't have any biscuits for a start.
So the new year has begun and the Premier League table looks messier than the one in the kitchen after Christmas dinner. Most shockingly, Man United are joint top of the table. New year, new Man U. But can they keep it up? In other words, will Man United still be challenging for the league in May?
Well, first of all, there's no such thing as joint top. Obviously, I mean, this has been the big debate this week about whether that's a thing, as if like goal difference and goals scored is like a big secret that has only just come out. Like, do you remember when Aguero scored that last-minute winner against QPR and Man United finished joint top? No,
the league's not over, and like you say, you're still technically second. So,
I mean, it's good going, like being level on points, obviously.
Yeah.
Good, but it's just the terminology, I suppose. Like if they're joint top, then like I think Arsenal and Leeds are joint fourth, like because they're so on level points. Yeah, I mean we'll take that. Yeah,
I'll take that. You're up for it, yeah. It's good for me.
Yeah, but I mean that's obviously been a bit of distraction from the fact that actually they are doing very well and the best. Most informed team. Can
they keep it up? I mean, they didn't seem, well, nobody has seemed that consistent this year, to be honest, but it seems over the Christmas break they've gotten a bit of form. Can they keep it up until the end of the season? Andy, what do you think?
I'm just waiting for them to blow up, I think. And I am enjoying how, I mean, first it was Spurs, then I think Chelsea kind of believed a little bit, and now it's definitely United, of that team that thinks they're going to be the one to kind of knock Liverpool off their perch. I mean, I think the main thing is that Man City look good again. I know it's been a topsy-turvy season for them, but they looked unbelievable against Chelsea. Whether KDB will kind of continue in that, I don't know, more like forward, false nine role remains to be seen. But, I mean, I just can't look past City and Liverpool. I know that's the basic and most obvious answer, but I am just enjoying United fans thinking that they're actually in it. And I know we've got Graz, who produces the show and sometimes on it, and he often goes, oh, you know, I never really believed that we were going to... But they do. Spurs fans believed it. United fans definitely believe it at the moment. And it's just, as we've seen Spurs, they've absolutely collapsed over Christmas. Chelsea have absolutely collapsed. And I'm just waiting for United to do the same. And I'm not knocking Ollie. I think he's clearly done a really good job. I'm just saying that they're just not that level of United or City.
Jack, how are you feeling about Liverpool? They've not... they're not run away with it.
It's not been an enjoyable Christmas break, I must admit, in terms of fixtures. What was it? 2 draws and a loss in the last 3. It's weird though, isn't it? Because we always thought the issue was going to be defensively with Liverpool, but it seems in the last few games, getting that creative spark going forward is really lacking. It is concerning, but I do think we're not even halfway yet. There's still so much to play for. So, you know, I saw some United fans saying, you know, Liverpool can't hack the pressure. But, you know, the pressure is on. You're the champions and you're the people to beat. But, I think there's now a team there that have won it and have got a bit more resilience than they have before that can probably, hopefully, dig themselves out of this little rut.
Okay, hold fire on the chat for a few minutes as it's time for the 4 to Score challenge. This week, our sponsor Betway has set us a challenge in keeping with our new surrounding. Since we are restricted to the house, so will our challenge be. I want each of you to retrieve as many of the following objects from your house as possible in 60 seconds. Okay,
60 seconds, right.
First of all, biscuits, specifically Fox's biscuits, if you have them. So I will accept biscuits. A chair, a tea bag, tin foil, knives and forks. Okay.
So we're getting them all in that 60 seconds?
As many as you can.
Sorry, just go for those again.
So biscuits.
Biscuits, ideally
Knives
foxes.
and forks.
Look at the state of Townsend.
Oh, look. No, none of this.
That's a joke. It's disqualified straight away.
What? I'm just repeating.
Ridiculous. Carry on. Also, all of these items are a clue about one moment from relatively recent football history. Okay, he's all set.
Biscuits, chips, knives and forks.
Time starts now.
Right.
All right, let's have a look.
I don't have any biscuits for a start. I don't have any biscuits. I got some foil. Oh, I do have some biscuits. Do Ritz count as biscuits? Don't know. I'll put these back.
There we go. McVitie's there. Tin foil. Tea bags, yes. Knives and forks. Yeah, boy. Oh,
20 seconds.
the last one. Can't remember.
What am I missing?
10 seconds.
I got
Done.
Oh.
Hey.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Woo! Oh, things looking frantic there, but stick around to find out who wins this week's 4 to Score challenge. But right now, it's back to the football chat. We've also asked each of you to come up with a winner and a loser from the Christmas period, whether it's a manager, player, or club. Right, who's up first?
Well, I suppose winners. I mean, we just talked about it. This has to be Man United, really. That's kind of the obvious pick, I suppose. If we want to get a bit more specific, I suppose Bruno Fernandes, very much the talisman of the team, very impressive. I mean, I thought Harry Kane was running away with Player of the Year kind of thing, but I think Bruno Fernandes has got to be pushing him, and he's getting the best out of. I mean, Rashford's playing well. Martial's form is really, like, people were absolutely slating Martial early in the season, and now he's doing not too bad. Pogba had a really good game, and I know obviously some people will say it's that classic thing of Pogba, man of the match, one game and then disappearing, but we can only judge what's happening at the moment.
And losers?
Loser, I'm not going to say Frank Lampard just because I'm assuming one of the others are going to say that.
Yeah.
Have a bit of variety. I'm going to say West Brom. I mean, they had that draw with Liverpool, which was obviously a very good result, but now doesn't look so good because Liverpool have dropped points, against Newcastle and lost to Southampton. So now that looks like more of a Liverpool issue rather than the West Brom thing. And since then, West Brom have conceded 9 goals at home without response. They had this whole thing where Sam's going to come and save us. And they just, they've always had that thing where obviously Sam Allardyce, big Brexit supporter, he's now saying that he's missed out on 3 transfers because of the new Brexit regulations. Like, it's the whole kind of farcical element. It just sounds like when a comedy writer is scripting a season, you probably know it's going to end in relegation. All
right, Andy, winners this Christmas, who have you picked?
Well, can I go on to losers first? I feel much more passionately about my losers.
Not like you.
It's so on brand, yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I've got to give a little quick shout out to Wolves. But I mean, if I'm looking further up the table, I'm going to jump on Nick's Chelsea. Just mainly because, I'm not expecting Chelsea to win the league, but in the form table right now, they are 17th. Which, considering they actually should be a team that is thriving over the Christmas period, given the depth of their squad. And they're not. I mean, they're looking really quite poor. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump on the Timo Werner. Not doing it for me anymore, bandwagon. Whether this is raising question marks about Frank, I don't know. But he just doesn't look great. He just looks like got no confidence. Touch is a bit off. I know he's missing big chances, and that's kind of what his game was anyway. But I'm just slightly concerned. We could be talking here next week and Chelsea are in the bottom half of the table the way things are going at the moment.
Werner managed to get tackled by the corner flag against Man City as well. The other week when I said he keeps running it into the corners, and I was like, he's took it to the next level. He's getting tackled by the corner flag.
Yeah. Just a big winner, and Graz will probably cut this from the show, but it's got to be Benjamin Mendy, who went out, who over Christmas did all he could to break rules that are in place for our health and safety at the moment. And his gaffer comes out and defends the boy.
Jack, on to you.
Well, I'll start with my winner. I thought I'm trying to get something a bit different from everyone else. I thought, you know what, Lacazette is a big winner in the Christmas period. He scored 4 in his last 3 appearances, which is exactly what Arsenal have needed. Fair play to him. He seems to have hit a run of form, and you know it's benefiting Arsenal massively. And biggest loser, I had Chelsea as well, but just for something a bit different, I guess. Looked like Thiago had a bit of a haircut, so it looks like his hair's the biggest loser for Lip.
Okay, it's time for the memes. Each week, our panelists submit a meme to the Dream Team Instagram page, and you folks get to vote for your favorite. So if you're not already following us on Instagram, head on over to our page and get involved. Let's have a look what we had this week, shall we? Okay, so up first is the, what do you call this? The claw machine?
Teddy picker thing.
Teddy picker? Oh, that's it. All right, who submitted this one?
That would be me.
Right, okay. So,
it's not my best work, I'll be honest. And I definitely had Nick in the back of my head when I was doing this one. Like, big club, top 4.
On to the next one. All right. I knew this was Nick's because it was the only one that wasn't moving.
It wasn't a video, yeah. You can exactly tell straight away. But yeah, that's just a nice format, I thought.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. I tried that. What I also tried to shamelessly do, which I'm sure Andy would be proud of me, was to appeal to the mass Man United vote.
And last, that leaves Jack.
I've also gone route 1. Route 1.
Love the source video, though. You just
the video do the work.
It is a sensational source video. How does it not go down?
I'm not saying Chelsea are out either because he stayed on his feet.
Yeah, I like it. There's levels to it, yeah. They're down, but they're not out.
Okay, in third place with 367 votes is Andy Taylor.
Oh, well, there you go. You
It's
said
not
it
my
wasn't
best work. No, it's not.
Best work.
It's not.
Hard luck, Andy. In second place with 602 votes is Nick Elliott. So it goes down to the source video, I think. In first place with 820 votes is Jack Townsend.
That's a shame.
The January transfer window is upon us, but at the moment it's all quiet on the transfer front. Not even Chelsea have spent any money. Not that it solved any of their problems this season, but arriving at a club mid-season is a challenge in itself and often ends in disappointment. So we're going to compare the stats and fees of January arrivals from 2020 to the Premier League to see if you guys can guess who I'm referring to. Fee, £49 million. Position, midfielder. Appearances, 46 with 27 goals.
It's got to be Bruno Fernandes, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Bruno Fernandes. When you look at it like that.
Well, it shows how important the January transfer window is if you get it right.
So that is like the ideal success story, I guess. £19 million. Position, midfielder / winger. Appearances, 30. Goals, 5.
Who's that one off?
So sorry, Bergwijn was the year before, was he?
I know, it probably is Bergwijn.
It's not Bergwijn. He was 2020 though.
Jared Bowen.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Call. Jared Bowen. Yeah, that's right.
I would have thought he had a couple more goals than that, to be honest.
I see a disappointing one.
Probably plays for Arsenal
then. You're good, Jack. You're good. Fee, £7 million. Position, defender. Appearances, 8. 1 goal.
We're talking like bottom half of the table, top half. I feel like we need something like that.
Bottom half of the table.
Oh, Arsenal then.
Yeah. Jack got it right in one. Well, what's
Mari, Pablo Mari.
Bingo, Pablo Mari. Yeah.
Ironically, taking him basically a year to get into the team.
Let's see. Let's do one more. Fee, 16.9 million. Position, midfielder, winger. Appearances, 29. 4 goals.
Is that Bergwijn?
No. Right into your nose. Well, for one of us.
Oh, what? Podence?
Yes. Daniel Podence. Bergwijn was £27 million. But he's only got 3 goals, 35 appearances.
He's got one of those goals was on debut against City or something, wasn't it? So
Yeah.
everyone knows in the minds of the fans that counts for like 6 goals.
Yeah, that's true. That's a big one. So while we're on the topic, which club is in most dire need of reinforcements this January?
Is that a question, or is there an answer to that?
No, and the answer is
yeah. And the objective, non-debatable, non-negotiable answer.
Well, can I go? I'm going to go first because I think this might set Nick's head going a bit. Obviously, we're not trying to start rumours here. This is just purely what we think could happen and actually would be good business. I'm really enjoying the prospect of Bielsa going to Chelsea. Do you not think that would be an unbelievable signing for them? I mean, Bielsa, obviously one of the best coaches in the world. We've got Lampard currently struggling to kind of get the best out of a lot of very good players. You know, if he's getting Patrick Bamford to 10, 15 goals a season, what is he going to get out of Timo Werner?
First of all, it would never happen for a number of reasons. Mostly because Bielsa doesn't. Clubs don't choose Bielsa. Bielsa chooses clubs. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't. First of all, he's not interested. He's not interested in money. He's not interested in steam and prestige, that kind of thing. When he chooses a club based on, you know, the history, the kind of the makeup of the club. You know, Marseille, Athletic Bilbao, Leeds, all these places very, you know, pride and a sense of place and unity in club. He doesn't go for these kind of, you know, not saying Chelsea don't have history or anything like that, but he doesn't go for a top club or offering him top dollar. It's all about the project for him. So that's why one reason it would never happen. Secondly, if he did, they'd probably win the league next year.
Well, who else then? What else do you think could potentially happen in January? Who else? I mean, needs it to survive?
Liverpool centre half's a big one.
Yeah.
I've actually seen Liverpool fans wanting Conor Cody. I mean, there was one particular fan who called TalkSport. I think it was Tuesday night. He said that he'd happily spend over 75 million on Conor Cody. I mean, I'd take that. I'd take 75 million for Cody.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, they could try and get Dejan Lovren.
Yeah,
be a good signing for them.
Yeah, Martin Skirtle maybe as well.
Jamie Carragher.
Yeah. Get the pundits back on as well.
I think another one would be, I mean, for Man City, maybe not January, but for the summer would be a centre forward. It sounds stupid to say Man City need to spend some money, but they you know, Aguero's been walking the tightrope of fitness, you know, for most of his career, and now it does seem that it's getting too much for him. He can, you know, can barely string 3 games together. Jesus is having some problems as well, and it's hard to say whether he's, you know.
Yeah, what are we saying about Jesus?
I think he's an amazing reserve. Like, if he's happy to be first reserve, you're not going to find many kind of second choice strikers better than him, I don't think. But I don't think if Man City's ambition is to, you know, win everything, which it is, especially the Champions League, I'm not sure that he's going to score you the goals like Aguero. You know, we've seen De Bruyne and Sterling playing centre forward. It's probably not the long-term plan, is it?
Players like that always fascinate me from the bigger teams, because I'd be really interested to see whether, say, if Jesus went to Southampton, would he get the goals that Danny Ings gets, as an example? You know, it's just like, it's quite hard to gauge sometimes because they are only ever coming off the bench. The service they're getting is unbelievable. So it's kind of slightly skewed. But then you see someone like Edin Dzeko, who kind of played that role at the City, and then he's ripped it up in Italy for the past 6-7 years. So it can go either way, I suppose. I mean, I think just on the final bit of transfer business, it's worth noting just some of the names that are out of contract in the summer. So you've got Alaba, who I think has been linked with Liverpool. He's a left back by trade, but I mean, he can play centre half quite comfortably.
He can also play in midfield.
Anywhere. Wijnaldum's out of contract, interestingly. I don't know why they would not get him signed back up again.
I think they've been trying to. I think it's just a case of him holding out for. He's wanting a Barca move, I think.
Oh, I see.
Oh, because Koeman loves him, obviously, because, well, for a start, Wijnaldum scored loads of goals when he was playing in midfield for the Netherlands under Koeman, which like more than he does for Liverpool. Like, plays further forward, so I think he probably fancies a bit of that.
And then the other two standouts were, well, I mean, Messi aside, were Ramos and Boateng from obviously Bayern. So again, it's kind of like they'll only go to a club that has no morals when it comes to transfers, i.e. a Chelsea. You know, like Boateng's only going to come in at 250 grand a week. So who actually wants to do that. It's not
United as well.
Yeah,
probably.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But no, it's just interesting because I mean, like Ramos, for instance. I mean, he's got about 15 goals this season. I mean, do you know what? I wouldn't mind seeing him at top for Wolves. Actually, I mean, you know, he's got to do a better job than the 18-year-old boy we got there at the moment.
Well, we can't finish the show without seeing how our 4 to score challenge finished. It was on a knife and fork's edge, but who will be the winner? Let's take a look.
I feel like I've missed an item.
Well, who's gotten them all? Those biscuits, a chair, a tea bag.
Oh, missed the tea bag.
Knives and forks. Well, Nick, how did you fare?
Tea bag, foil,
Lovely.
knives and forks, and I don't. Does Ritz a biscuit? I don't know.
That's not a biscuit.
I'll allow it. I'll allow it.
It's like these are not biscuits at all.
I guess if a cracker's a biscuit.
No. I think a cracker's a cracker, isn't it?
Yeah, that is fair. You can't argue with that.
Yeah. All right, Andy, what did you get?
Well, I've got a box, but I mean, I'll give you one.
No, if he's box, that's surely it was only asked for one.
One tea bag.
Only asked for one.
I've got one. I've just got one out of the bag. Tin foil.
Yeah.
Knife and forks.
Mm-hmm. Lovely. Nice and shiny.
And I've got biscuits, but they're McBiscuits.
That's okay. That's okay.
They are legitimate biscuits, by the way.
Big old box as well. Family circle.
And then I mean, I'm obviously sitting on the chair, so
you've got your chairs there. That was an easy one. All right, Jack. What have you got?
Well, I've got the foil.
Okay.
Lovely, and then biscuits.
You've got crackers.
This is a debate I've never had before. The biscuit cracker debate.
And I got my chair.
Got
my chair.
Got a chair.
But I forgot the tea bag.
Forgot the tea bag.
Shocking.
Well, in that case, that means Andy Taylor is our resounding winner this week. He got it all.
Oh, what's this? Oh, sorry, I forgot my tea bag.
Well. Can anybody work out what the clues were hinting towards?
Well, I'm guessing it's something to do with Leicester because you said foxes.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, I suppose the easier thing would be Leicester winning the league, but I don't really understand how.
Is it to do with this way?
He's right. No, it's Leicester winning the league.
But how?
Leicester and the silverware.
Silver.
But what about the?
What about the tea bag?
So the tea bag and the chair. Leicester, sit, tea, silverware.
Okay, I see.
All right, congratulations, Andy, and congratulations, Nick, for getting the clue right. Okay.
And Jack for just taking part.
And Jack for cheating within 5 seconds of the challenge starting. Well, that's all from us this week, folks. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Dream Team Coach TV, brought to you by Betway. Happy New Year from all of us. I know we said it last week, but just once more. And we will see you again next week. Take care.